Okay, just rearranged my audio mixers, microphones. You know, some of the microphones ran the wrong way. Well, not wrong, in some of the wrong. Continuity. I want to look at the mixer. I want to look at my LCR. Turn the camera around. Oh yeah. So, just zoom in. Pull back a little bit. So I want my left. I want my centre. I want my right. To where the microphones are placed on the near to the screen, near to the HF horns. They'll still pick up the bass. And I've got the other microphone. Zoom out. And it's back here. And that's on the other. That's on the other. And the other microphone's on the other channel, on the fourth channel. I thought I might, because I'm trying to think, like, with the Sony Handycam, I think channel 1 should be the left channel and channel 2 should be right channel. But it doesn't say, it doesn't say, it just says channel 1, channel 2. I mean, is channel 2 left, right? I don't know. It doesn't bloody say on the damn thing, does it? Usually, when you look at the bar graphic level meters, usually channel 1 is left and channel 2 is right. And I just had the microphones back the front, and the freaking XLR, not the XLR, the RCA phono round them wrong. I thought I'll swap them round this way. There we go. So yeah, I know the audio comes out okay now. So I'll probably do more of this. Sometimes might just use the standard Panasonic microphone on the camera if I happen to be moving the camera around places. But if it's going to be in one position, then I might as well just use the audio mixer. Because the sound sounds better, and you don't need that expensive, ridiculous snake oil speaker cable or interconnectors and all that nonsense, with a freaking dilithium crystal battery attached to the bloody thing. Really. I'm still trying to solve why I get signal noise ratio on the REM. I need to get another audio mixer that's got multi-channel outputs, because there are some, but there's only RCA phono output, XLR inputs and TRS inputs, which are the same as XLR, only they're just a different connector. And I've got the other audio mixer I've got, but I'm not sure if that's got a bit of a problem. I have to check. I have to maybe do another video and use the other audio mixer. But I want to get a different audio mixer. But I think this one I got will suffice. Let me just turn down the HF on the EQ on this microphone. Just turn it down just a bit, just a slight bit. So it's I'm not sure what I mean. You could do all these tests over and over, blah blah blah, and put pink noise, and I tell you that it's really sad that this video I saw where this video with the claim of the speaker cable, $600, 1 meter long, and it makes the sound going from what is it? That amplifier. It's a tube amplifier, an overrated piece of hi-fi equipment. Macintosh, bloody overrated and overpriced, and very unstylish. I would never have tube amplifiers in my home exposed where my cats could get to them. Absolutely not. And I never tubes. Well, they sometimes worry me because it's a vacuum. It's things can't they explode like a xenon lamp or a light bulb, because they got an inert gas in the bloody thing. Anyway, I don't really care for tube amplifiers. End of story. Never will buy one. Never will have one. Not even, well, unless someone's got one and want to bring one over, and hey, I'll put it through a battery of test of, see what signal noise ratio, harmonic distortion, frequency response, sweep and all that, blah blah, black sheep, versus D-class amplifiers or transistor ones. But the only tube I use is for radio broadcasting, and well, never had a problem with them. I've never had one that's exploded. Because I always, when doing projection years ago, I always had the belief that, these things are very dangerous, and you got to handle with care. Otherwise, you get the thing explodes, you get scarred, your face could get scarred, you could get glass in your eyes, you could get blinded. Cinema projections is a very, you think it's all great, but it's got its hazards. If I'm not sure if anyone's ever had a serious, but anyway, I just don't like I just don't like tubes, period. I'll just ramble on a little bit about tubes. I mean, all this thing about they sound warm and the texture and all this sort of, sometimes I often say those words, and because I pick them up from other people that are typical audiophiles, and myself, I ain't an audiophile. Absolutely not an audiophile. Not an audio, a laser, a video, a camera, a photography file. Absolutely not. I'm just interested. Not even an astronomy file. And I used to like, sometimes I might just go out there with the telescope, or might just take the camera out and just, because it's wow, it's just a piece of entertainment, just a pastime. Or a book file, reading. I mean, the only thing I read are manuals or whatever on the not really much into reading books much anymore. I've only got a few novels. I've only got past a couple of chapters or so. Got a book called The Martian, but that film was just bloody hyped at the time, and I got through a few chapters, blah blah blah. A bit similar to the movie in some parts, and a book is never going to be like a freaking movie, for crying out loud. I mean, otherwise the movie's just going to be so damn long. You've got to compress and subtract certain things. And it might not be in the book. And some things that are in the book, ain't in the film. Or sometimes something that's added to the film but wasn't in the book. You know, it could be the other way round. You know. You know. I mean, what's the longest movie I've got? I think it might be Ben-Hur or something. I've not watched that movie in years now. Don't intend to buy it again on Blu-ray. It will suffice on DVD. You know, it will suffice. And it's a 2-disc, I think. Yeah, because well, it's great because like it has intermission, and you know, well, some people that you know, they want to play projection boy or whatever it is in their home theatre with yeah, you got to have a little bit more of a setup sort of thing, and the equipment, the video, AVR and that, it's got to be very fast and quick on response, because when you're doing like changeovers or whatever, like video changeovers, it's got to be really fast. Let me just move this camera around. Just pull back a little bit. It's got to be a little bit more fast, you know, and the Denon is bloody slow. The only fast thing, AVR, I think I had, or can recall, is a Yamaha AVR, which I still have in the cupboard, along with a load of other AVRs that stand almost this high. Just stacks of them. But the video switching on this Denon is pathetically slow. Now, the changing over when you do film in the cinema was, well, if I put myself in the position and I'm in the audience and I'm watching and I see that, okay, trailer's just finished and it fades to black, and you know, you know, it's like the mood setting, and only a few seconds, and then you see BBFC, Board of Classification, appear, and then you can see, oh, something going on there. Oh, it's focusing. You don't think to turn around and look, depending on how far away you are from the projection. You know, otherwise you ain't going to see much. But in booth, it's like the film trailer finishes, and then you shut the dowser down and you mute the sound and turn the oh gosh, you got to change the aspect ratio masking. You know, so you go from widescreen trailer, now you go into scope because the film's going to be in scope. And then change your aperture plate and flip your lens round on the lens turret. Change format from Dolby A to Dolby SR because it's going to be in Dolby SR. You got to do all that in just a mere few seconds, you know, and that is a lot. That is a tremendous amount. Tremendous. And yet, all this 4K rubbish, bloody hell. When I switch video mode, I turn it, you know, so there it is, it's up there. I'll just show you how long. Okay, let's see, let's go to, I'm going to go from PC mode over to DVD player or Blu-ray 4K. Several seconds have gone by.
Times made he wasn't memorable enough to carry an obligation.
That's far too long.
I really hate you.
Oh, why don't you get yourself something?
I'm going to turn the fader down on the cinema processor. So, you know, it takes that many seconds. And if I switch back, 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go, back to a computer. It's about almost 4 seconds. That's far too long. That's far too long. And the thing I don't like about the Denon. The thing I don't like about the Denon is these dials. They're rubbish. They're rubbish. Because sometimes I forget and I'm thinking, what is it, this way, that way? I can't bloody remember. It would be better had this panel here. Let's change the ISO there. Take it up a bit. Take it up a bit of a notch. There we go. It'd be better if they put, you know, something on this flip down panel. Something similar like, you know, a cinema processor. You know, you've got formats. So if I press that one there, you can see it flashing, blinking. That's telling me, okay, I'm ready to go to that format. And when it is there like that. Not like 10 seconds bloody later or whatever, you know, it's there. They should have put these on the bloody front panel, so you got video modes and audio sound format modes. Flagship, load of rubbish. And the same goes with the Trinov, load of rubbish. The Sound Audio Storm, or whatever you want to bloody call it, load of rubbish. In fact, just about every thing that I've seen, even the Yamaha that I've got, that the video mode switching is a little bit quicker. I'm not sure how quick. It is a little bit more faster. I haven't timed it exactly with a stopwatch, but still, you got to turn the freaking. Oh, but it does have some push buttons on the front. I can't remember what for. You know, and those other AVRs were more or less like AVRs. This is more computer. Just like everything, that like all the junk rubbish that there is now, it's just like some parts of a computer thrown inside it, and it's just a load of rubbish. It can't even make Laserdisc look a little bit more decent because it doesn't have a chroma level to adjust so you don't get that rainbow effect on very complex imaging. You don't have a chroma level. Whoever designed that, and any other AVR and AVP or whatever, needs to be fired, because they are a failure at designing. If I was designing that, I would have put some part of cinema into it, because everyone wants to, you know, their home theatre in the basement and the sub bass turned up way too high and their surround levels turned up way too high because they want to show off to their neighbour that they got a home theatre, when in actual fact it's not replicating the intent of the filmmaker. God damn it. So I'll just switch back video mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, there we go. You know, back to 3 seconds, 4. It's about 4 seconds it takes, crying out loud. And turn the fader up on the STDS processor.
That's your alibi.
Like writing a book about killing a guy gets you off the hook for killing him.
Good point.
I don't understand. What are you talking about? What book? Private joke, asshole.
I don't think it's funny.
Mute the left and right. Oh, sorry, mute the center channel. Wow. Who's got access to my goddamn file? I like that loudness.
Detective, oh, I'm gonna have to give you a call back. Yeah, Detective, let me call you back. Right. Detective, you can't go in.
Who's got access to my file?
What are you talking about, Nick?
Who has access to my goddamn file?
He's always yelling. You know, this actor, Michael Douglas, he's always yelling. Not sure what the best yelling is. There's that movie with... Just turn that ISO down. I think it's Disclosure I got on Laserdisc. And there's one scene in it where he's kind of raising his voice really loud, angry, yelling.
Just my goddamn file! Don't you fucking lie to me.
Mute the center and you hear a lot of the Foley and effects. Foley, footsteps, effects, ambient sounds. You know, wouldn't there be a slight, because that room would be, because I can see how that room is, it's not absorbed. I think there would be a slight bit of voice sound that would be reflecting from the ceiling, the walls, and any parts of the, you know, because you can see how the room's laid out. And knowing sound, it's going to reflect from many multitudes of points of, you know, so you're going to have different sounds of the, any sound that, you know, happens in the room, it's going to reflect in different parts. It sounds too, like, clinical, like it was mixed in a Tron world on the grid. It just sounds too damn clinical. And usually in real life, it's just not like that. It's just not the case. It's good. It's a decent mix on this movie. It's a decent mix. I've heard far worse bloody movies where the music balance is absolutely appalling. I'll give you an example. That movie 300, that's another rubbish, overrated movie. And the sound mix on that movie is appalling. You might as well just play the movie back in mono. It'd be less of a headache. Why it's too damn bloody loud on the goddamn music mix, but that ain't gonna help the dialogue or the Foley, the soft ambient sound. It's just an appalling mix. It's pretty good, and the DVD on it's not too bad. You know, I can see some macro digital blocking effect sometimes. You know, if I switch to our Laserdisc, it almost, you know, more or less the same, but without macro blocking and pixel whatever. I think there's a difference there in the music in this scene coming up. I don't think that's on the Laserdisc, the theatrical version that I got on PAL Laserdisc. I think it will be the same on the AC3 Laserdisc that'll be here in about a day or two, anyway.
She's coming after me.
I want your badge.
I'm tired of being played with.
You got a real conclusive way of demonstrating that.
She knows where I live and breathe.